Exterior Mediterranean style mansion, grotto later. Two gymnasts perform near the grotto. The yard is vast and lush. Guests drift through the grounds. Modern music plays. Jolene and Clara walk arm in arm. They scan the crowd together. That him? Jolene points out a young male stud chatting with two young women. Nope. Jolene, I know her, referring to a tall, thin model smoking by the pool. I follow her. Oh my god, is that? They both look towards Johnny Depp as he walks past. Johnny Depp? No, I think it is. Jolene steps towards him. Excuse me, are you Johnny Depp? That would be me. Wow. Question, whose party is this? Johnny laughs. Roman. What do you say? Johnny Depp. Question, whose party is this? That would be me. But it doesn't have to be Johnny Depp, by the way. It could be Mick Jagger or somebody like that. Roman. Question, whose party is this? You'd probably kill me if I told you. That would be a man who goes by the name of Roman. Question, whose party is this? Host would say it's her party. The host would say it's your party out of modesty. Well, the host would say it's your party out of modesty and mystery, but I've heard the host goes by the name Roman. And where is Roman? One can never know where Roman truly is, but he has a way of finding you when you're needed. Pardon me. He walks off. That's his name. I remember when we met. He told me his name was Roman. Clara and Jolene freeze. They turn around. Roman is before them. We met the other night in Paris. Clara, right? Clara is in shock. I'm Jolene, Clara's best friend. Jolene, would you mind if I borrowed your friend? No. Jolene glances at Clara, who can't take her eyes off Roman. Guess not. Roman and Clara begin to walk without deciding to. It's good to see you again. The noise of the party fades as they move through the gardens, lanterns glowing, music low, laughter echoing off stone. Is all this for me? It's good to see you again. can't help but to ask, at the risk of sounding too self-absorbed, but is all this for me? Are you serious? You think I planned this? You mean to tell me this is coincidence? Far more likely than organizing all this just to see you. Not that I wouldn't, of course. You are worth it. You are certainly worth it. Who are you? My name is Roman, remember? I know that. And you are the most beautiful thing I have ever laid eyes on. You use that line on all the girls. Only the ones I throw a lavish party for and invite 100 of the most influential people I know to just to impress. Sounds expensive. How often do you do this? Sounds expensive. How often do you do this? Sounds expensive. You do this often? Once in a lifetime. You own this place. This home is... This home is beautiful. You own this place. I've come to realize that no one owns anything in this world. We merely look after the things we're entrusted with. You work in entertainment? No. I just appreciate the artist. What brought you to Paris last week? You? Claire stops walking. I did. I believe time is precious, and therefore I don't believe in wasting it. So I'll come clean. I've not stopped thinking about you since we met. You have consumed my thoughts. And I mean to frighten you with this kind of talk, but I'm curious. Have you thought of me too? No. That's a lie. Excuse me? You have a tell when you lie. You touch your throat. I do not. You don't have to convince me. Just ask yourself, am I right? If so, you have a tell. Clara touches her throat again, this time in recognition. What are you? A mentalist? A poker player? Or maybe a mentalist? What are you, a poker player? A mind reader? What are you, a poker player? Or maybe a mentalist? Would you like me to read you? Read me. You think you can read me? Let me try. You can tell me how I do. Bet. Creme brulee is your favorite dessert. I guess you could say that's an easy one, though, seeing as you devoured it at dinner. Let's see. You love the smell of jasmine. Your favorite color is violet. You have frequent deja vu. Let's see if he's correct. You remember your dreams always. One is recurring. You've had this dream from you were a child, you in an ancient palace, running for your life. You were raised by a single mother. Could have gotten that off the internet, of course, but it would be very hard for me to know that you would admire. I could have gotten that off the internet, of course, but it would be very hard for me to know that what you admire most about her. is her resilience despite a life that's been so cruel. She's your strength. Now what you admire most about her? I don't know about all this. I'm going to stick with it for now. It might be too much. It might be great, but it might be too much. Bet. Creme brulee is your favorite dessert. I guess you could say that's an easy one, though, seeing as you devoured it at dinner. Let's see. You love the smell of jasmine. He's got to be remembering, right? So it's like, let's see. He's talking about things from her past lives. You love the smell of jasmine. And he's looking to see if it's the case with her. Let's see. You love the smell of jasmine. Your favorite color is violet. You have frequent deja vu. You remember your dreams, always. One is reoccurring. You've had this dream from you were a child. You've wondered if others have reoccurring dreams. I wonder if he tells her what the dream is, or he just knows that she has a reoccurring dream. You've had this dream from you were a child. You've often wondered if others have reoccurring dreams, but they don't. But most don't. You've had this dream from you were a child. He looks at her further, inspecting her further. You in an ancient place, running for your life. You were raised by a single mother. You in an ancient palace. Opulent. But you're running for your life. You were raised by a single mother. I could have gotten that off the internet, of course, but it would be very hard for me to know that what you admire most is her resilience despite a life that's been so cruel. It's been so hard. She's your strength. Clara stops walking. She's perplexed, but tries not to show it. Compliments make you suspicious. Silence makes you panic. You don't run when things go bad. You run when they get good. You fear greatness, but it's in you and you know it. When you sleep, you turn away from the door, always. You're left-handed. You're not afraid of dying. You're afraid of being forgotten. Stop. How'd I do? I like when I just get a line like that. Just, I don't know, I'm talking, the character's talking. She said stop, I said how'd I do? Put that in, you know? That's help. It's just, I like that. I like when that happens. Stop. How'd I do? The fuck would she do next? She just goes and kisses him. Hmm. Hmm. pulls her body. He forcefully pulls. He pulls her. Forcefully pulls her body up against his. I wrote, sorry, I forgot to unpause the video, but I wrote a couple things here. It just gets really passionate, and then she whispers into his ear his name, and it's just that, that rocks him, and he pulls away, but he's gazing at her. He just can't believe it. He doesn't know what to do. And all these things are going on inside him. The beast is coming out, the memories, the everything, right? And just trying to think how I want him to get out of there. He's not going to do this with her now. But maybe he should still be a romantic. I must get back to my party. Don't leave me. Fucking it. That hits. Don't leave. before her and gently takes her hand a change of speed from moments ago. I will see you again. You know, the thing that I love the most about writing is just getting lost in it. Like right now, I'm totally lost in this scene. I'm like in the garden. I can feel it. I'm right there. I love that. I really do. I love getting lost in the writing. I'm sitting here. I hear the birds chirping outside. It's a beautiful day, and I'm in this world with these characters, and I can feel everything that they're going through. I just love being in that place. And I need to finish this little moment. He kisses her hand in her heart. I don't know if it's a cheesy line. All might be cheesy, but I'm feeling it. Sometimes the words can be cheesy, but it's like the way that I'm going to do it is I can see it. It's not cheesy. It's got weight. It's fiery. But you don't want to be cheesy. I hope I'm not being cheesy. If I am being cheesy, let me know if it's cheesy. He kisses her hand in her heart. Now I need to use nature. It's either a bird is chirping, but birds don't really chirp at night. How do I say this? Is that owl watching us? We'll go with that for now. She's alone in the garden. She's alone in the garden and wakes. She's alone in the garden. Clara returns her gaze back to find Roman is gone. She's alone in the garden. She's gotta say something to herself. What should she say to herself? Well, I do want this moment to inspire her next song. Maybe she says something that will end up being a lyric in the song. Maybe whatever Roman said inspires her. They are silent observers who guard the secrets of our lives. She's alone in the garden. Watching us. Owls are the guardians of the night, watching over all that we do. They are the silent observers who guard the secrets of our lives. What just happened? What did I just do? What? To herself. What have you done? Okay. How did I get us here? Did I change location to garden? No. Johnny Depp. Boom. They turn around. Roman is before them. Clara's glances. Guess not. Roman and Clara begin walking without deciding to. Okay, what is this location? Currently, we are exterior Mediterranean style mansion. I had to the grotto. Exterior Mediterranean style mansion. I'm gonna say garden. Moments later. I mean, just think of some homes that I've been in. properties in Southern California, which are truly exquisite. There's so many too, and they're, I don't know, you travel the world, Italy, all these beautiful places. I mean, there's so many beautiful places, but Southern California really is special. Some of the homes I've been in, it makes me think of this. There's like something so unique about the Southern California landscape when it's really done right. The Spanish style architecture, stone pathways. So then I put her back at the grotto. What have you done? Scene heading, exterior, Mediterranean style mansion. Are you okay? Oh, yes. There you are. Yes. Where did he go? Who? No. What? Hmm. 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 Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Watches the twinkling city in the distance as they descend. What do I do next? What do I do next? I want to. By the way, I'm cold. Why am I so cold? I got the heat on. My body's just like. It's not that cold in here. I want to get to. Okay, a couple things that could happen. One, Roman could talk with Esme. Maybe Esme's there. They have another interaction, although it feels a little too soon. I really want to have a scene with them when Roman is going to decide that he cannot be with her. And he's not going to be with her because it's going to hurt her. And I want that conversation to be had with Esme. He's going to say, you know what this is going to do. So it's like if she's there now, what is she going to do? She's either going to look at him and go, like judge him again, like, he could be seeing guests off. The Johnny Depp character, I love the lore, the idea that like, celebrities sell their souls to Satan. I don't love the idea, but it's just such an interesting folklore concept. And the idea that, like the classic, like the rock stars who, like Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin, who bought Aleister Crowley's mansion, practicing the dark arts and all of these strange esoteric things that rock and roll has often had around it. The idea of, the blues musician going to the crossroads and selling his soul, in return for fame and success in this life. And I could just imagine that the artists who do that socialize with Roman, and they're aware, and Roman knows too. They're not vampires, but this is it for them. They're not gonna, they made a deal with the devil, and they're enjoying the hell out of this life, but that'll be it. And there's, and Roman still as the kind of the romantic that he is, can appreciate in a way their sacrifice, their art. I don't know, just the idea of, what's his name? Mick Jagger, I could just see Mick Jagger hanging with Roman. Like they know each other. It goes unsaid, but like they hang. And I just always feel like Johnny Depp's in that group. He's that. He's got that rock and roll vibe for sure. It'd be if you get him, it'd be a great cameo. So Roman could be seeing some guests out, and like, the Johnny Depp guy, the Mick Jagger guy could come to him and say something. Great party, Roman. Roman, just say something to you. What would they say? What would the poet say to the vampire? It's an interesting way to think about it. What would the poet say to the vampire? So Roman's there at the door. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Yes, thank you for coming. Yes. On his way. Roman. This is kind of like one of those moments when you try to find inspiration in the world, reading a book or a great quote. I'll just kind of sit on it probably. Um, I will look for you in every lifetime and love you there. Down the hills. Roman, old man, old boy. Roman, old boy. Thank you for that, Roman, old boy. I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something to you. Let me think about this. I've been working on a little poem, found a cool poem, and I'm kind of just riffing off of it. Le Poem is by Ati Vera. It's called The Vampire. You who keen as a carving blade into my plaintive heart has plunged, you who strong as a wild array of crazed and costumed cacodemons, I don't even know what that is, storming into my helpless soul to make your bed in your domain, tainted jade to whom I'm joined, like a convict to his chain, like a gambler to his game, like a drunkard to his bottle, like maggot worms to their cadaver. Damn you, oh damn you, I say. I pleaded with the speedy sword to win me back my liberty, and finally, a desperate coward, I turned to poison's perfidy. Alas, but poison and the sword had only scorned offered me. You're not worthy to be free of your wretched slavery. Something interesting there. It's about damnation, obsession. Just wondering if maybe I could distill it somehow. Rudyard Kipling. The Vampire by Rudyard Kipling. Let's see here. The Vampire by Rudyard Kipling, 1865 to 1938. One of the greatest writers to ever live. The verses, as suggested by the painting by Philip Burne-Jones, first exhibited at the New Gallery in London, 97. A fool there was, and he made his prayer to a rag and a bone and a hank of hair. But the fool he called her his lady fair. Oh, the years we waste and the tears we waste, and the work of our head and hand belong to the woman who did not know and did not understand. A fool there was, and his goods he spent, honor and faith and a sure intent, but a fool must follow his natural bent. Oh, the toil we lost and the spoil we lost, and the excellent things we planned, belonged to the woman who didn't know why and did not understand. The fool was stripped of his foolish hide, which she might have seen when she threw him aside. So some of him lived, but most of him died. And it isn't the shame and it isn't the blame that stings like a white-hot brand. It comes to know that she never knew why and never could understand. I absolutely love Rudyard Kipling. I need to read more of his work. Good Lord. I'm using that. I'm using it. I don't care. First off, it's in the public domain. Secondly, I'm using it. Johnny Depp's going to read it. It's great. I love it. It's a fucking great scene. What room are they in? The brandy room. What room are they in? They're not in the dining room any longer. They're in the what's the name of a room? The drawing room. I love that. What do you call it when a room is covered with cloth? All right, when a room is covered with cloth or fabric, draped room. A draped room. The room's walls and low ceiling with upholstery, with fine upholstery. smoking. Great. I like it. Let's do it. Let's go with this fucking poem. It's beautiful. We're gonna make this little montage. It'll be nice. Fool. Okay. Scene heading. Exterior. Claire. Apartment. I love the aesthetic of the old Hollywood apartment buildings. There's this beautiful apartment building. It's on Fountain and I think it's Sweetser. I'm going to show it to you. I just love it. I love the old Hollywood. Here it is. Look at this beautiful building. Every time I drive past this building, I'm just blown away by how gorgeous it is. 1302 Sweetser Avenue. 7-story El Mirador. Located in 1302 Sweetser Ave. Spanish colonial revival architecture style. It was constructed in 1929. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. The black SUV approaches an old apartment building. Let's see here. It approaches an old apartment building. Should I reference its style? I see the shot as being like an overhead shot, looking down. It's like kind of taboo to describe where the camera is in a script, but fuck it. The black SUV approaches an old Hollywood apartment building. I'm not going to describe the camera position. Clara. Can you imagine if I got Johnny Depp to do this? It'd be pretty cool. Let's see, where was I? And did not understand. A You know what? You're not going to watch me transcribe this. I'll save you. Spare you the time. All right, I've got my poem in. I like this. I like the reading of a real poem. It's great. Especially a master poem by the master poet and writer, Rudyard Kipling. This is where music plays a big part in it. Okay, cool. Well, we'll leave it there for the day. Um, but yeah, let me know what you think. Any thoughts? Comment.